we're now crossing over the M2 motorway because we need to be on the eastbound bridge. It's the only bridge that has got walking facilities. So we can clearly see the three bridges. The one on the left was the original bridge, which was built in 1963. The one in the middle is the one that was built in the early 2000s, and along with the one on the right, the railway bridge, also built at the same time, when they also did some remedial work on the first one. A bit of weed killer required here, but who cares? It's nice. Nice that nature is battling back. Here's the original Medway Bridge, 1963, and it was revamped and rejiggled about when they built the new bridges, because by that time it was needing a little bit of getting a bit tired, shall we say. So here we have, in the background behind us, we've got the River Medway. Very enjoyable. I don't know how long this one is, I'll have to find out. I'll let you know later on how long the bridge actually is. And this actually is a very long way from the roadway. Well, you've got about 30 feet to the edge, and you've got this huge guardrail, and this is the highest fence of them all. Actually goes quite high, so that's a good thing, because it makes it more difficult to climb up and jump off. We are a fair way up on this one as well. We are extremely high up. That'll be the Oil Bridge, the Humber Bridge, and this one, Medway Bridge. The next one, I think, will be the Clifton Suspension Bridge, which is Brunel's baby, and the Severn Bridge, of which you can only cross one of them. There are two Severn bridges, and you can only cross the old one by foot. So as I say, 1963, this one was finished. if the little village or little town of Borstal was named because there is a Borstal there. You know, that was maybe the only thing there, and then it grew up around it. I shall look it up on Google and let you know.
There is indeed a connection between Borstal and the place Borstal. In 1875 there was a prison opened in Borstal. It was actually founded a year earlier than that, but in 1902 it became the first juvenile corrective facility where they were separating youngsters from older people, and they would place the emphasis on education. So as places were opened throughout the country, they became known as Borstal. So there we are.
Garden of England. It's rather pretty, isn't it? It's a nice view. Yeah. Nice view indeed. It'd be nice if we could get down and see the structure of it, of the bridge. So it's much quieter now because it's got these little sound deflector panels, and that will be because of the village down there. And it's quite effective, isn't it? Even standing up here, very effective. And a big truck's just gone by and they just whispered by. So we're off the bridge now, we're on the eastbound side. And I'll see where this goes, see if we can actually go down and have a look. We're still quite high. So it might be a car jobby. It could be a car jobby to go and another footpath down here, so hopefully it's not private. I would assume that this is the footpath that goes down to the riverside. There you go. There you go. I don't think we can get any of this. Is private, so a nice view of the first bit of the bridge anyway. There we go. So back we go, and we're going uphill now. So this is where it gets hard. But I suppose it's good exercise nonetheless. So we couldn't get right down to the front there because it's a private place, a scout group. Oh, they might let me in if there was someone there, but couldn't see anyone around, so just come back again. I think a cup of tea would be nice. I wonder if in the where we park the car, in that like conservation type area, I wonder if there's a cup of tea place in there. There certainly will be in Chatham, so I think there might be the next port of call. I'm out of breath. Alright, so we've turned back on ourselves. We've come from down there and we're going back up again. onto the bridge again. And as I say, this is the only part of the bridge that one can walk on. The only part of the bridge with a walkway. There will be emergency walkways on the other ones for construction people and such. So this track is wide enough for vehicles, emergency vehicles if needed, to access the Medway Bridge, or to access this particular Medway Bridge, the eastbound one. There we go. Now we're on our way back. It's a very densely populated part of Kent, this Rochester, Chatham, all surrounding areas. It's very busy, I would say. So originally this one bridge would have been the only crossing. Well, originally there had been no crossings, of course, but the first crossing was this one, and it was two-way, and that was it. No rail, no railway, no other road, just this bridge. The rail bridge is very skinny. See how skinny it is. So there concludes our tour, our little walk across the bridge, have a look at some trains and generally have loads of fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. So here we are on Ranscombe Farm Nature Reserve, Ranscombe Farm Reserve, and we've got to be very quiet now because I've just found this. Shh. There we go, look, a bee hotel. I suppose you could call it a B&B. Or maybe not. This is there you go, a sign there's been there a little while, hasn't it? A bit weather worn. I fear that I'm going to end up going for miles along here, but this is really oh, it's superb. It's really idyllic. Look at it. And we're a stone's throw from the Medway, stone's throw from the Medway Bridge. I think maybe time for a sit down. What do you think? I might go a little way more, but I've not eaten yet today at all, so I don't really want to keel over, although as I've said before, I've got enough on me to keep me going. Let's go for another, I don't know, a few hundred yards and see what delights await to delight us. Actually, we can tell we're in Kent straight away with the chalk, all the chalk on the path. So these hills presumably are chalk hills, a little bit like the cliffs of Dover. All part of Kent, and possibly, I don't know, maybe a reason why, as I say, I'm not a horticulturalist, but maybe it does contribute to plant growth, because chalk would be quite, it would drain very well, wouldn't it, because it's quite porous. Maybe the minerals it contains, who knows. All I know is it's very, very pleasant indeed. Oh, look at this, we can go for miles. I've got to stop because I'm actually flagging now. I'm flagging, so I need a flagon. I can't have a flagon. Well, I could, but it'd have to be full of lemonade because I'm driving, and you can't have a flagon when you're driving. It's the law. It's the old Medway Bridge in the distance there, and maybe this is something for another day, because I really don't want to get to the stage where I haven't had a drink for ages. I don't have anything to eat, so I think my reserves are there. They'll cope. And there's a beautiful Simpsons sky. Look at that. The Simpsons. Nice little seat there. No plaque on it. I'm surprised. Surprised there's no plaque on there. No remembrance to someone. This is an extremely high spot. So we've just even climbed up a bit from where we just were. So, this must be the path that leads down to the, this must be the other path we saw. We walked up the driveway, which, if you weren't too good on your pins, or you were with someone not too good on their pins, you'd walk down that driveway because it's flat, or you've got someone in a wheelchair, something like that, or a buggy. You wouldn't come this way. This is extremely good for the soul. Extremely good for the soul. I actually think we might have gone. Oh no, I think we're all right. Yeah, I think we're okay. Through the thing. So we are heading back down into the car park. I'm going to put a £5 in the. I'll put a £5 in the box because. There you go. So back in the car park, that's the way we originally went, and that is a parallel way for those who can do it that way. So there we are.